His name was Seabury S. Gould. He sold dry goods and groceries in an upstate New York canal town called Seneca Falls. Large sales and small profits, his advertisement said. But Seabury also had some money in his brother-in-law's pump business, and they were making pumps at the Old Stone Shop, using a ton or two of iron every week. By 1869, they were up to 20 tons of iron a day. Seabury incorporated what was now his company as the Goulds Manufacturing Company. Seabury's son, James H. Gould, had taken over management of the company and would become president in 1886. Goulds was making corn shellers, cider press screws, church bells, cast iron fittings, and the famous Gould Swan Neck fire engine, sold all over the United States. But their bread and butter was pumps. They were already winning medals all over the world for pump design and manufacture, including the Moscow Grand Gold Medal for the best pumps in the world. Seabury Gould II succeeded his brother as president in 1896 and declared the first dividend in 1899, $12.50 a share. More pumps, bigger pumps, better pumps. In 1905, two Gould's triplex pumps installed in the New York Times building accomplished the highest lift of water in New York City, 387 feet, 6 inches. And the pumps kept right on coming. Gould's was making over 1,500 different kinds of pumps when Norman J. Gould became president in 1907. NJ's grandfather had nominated Abraham Lincoln for the presidency. NJ himself served 4 terms in the United States House of Representatives. Gould's became a household name in the 20s, with ads in the Saturday Evening Post, illustrations by Norman Rockwell. NJ Gould was still president when we went to war for the second time in the 20th century, and every U.S. Navy submarine in World War II used a special Gould's trim pump, extra quiet, to avoid sonar detection. N.J. Gould died in 1964. He had been president for 58 years, through 2 world wars, the Great Depression, the Korean conflict, and America in space. For the first time, the company was headed by someone who was not named Gould, but Jim McComb was N.J.'s hand-picked successor, and McComb's presidency kicked off a 30-year surge that saw Gould's sales increase by more than 2,000%. America put a man on the moon, and things really began to cook around Gould's. Gould's went global, ending up on 6 continents and in over 100 countries. New chemical processing and paper stock pumps took the market by storm and put Gould's in the industrial pump business big time. Gould's introduced the first submersible water well pump. Its direct descendant, the Model GS, is the best-selling pump in the world today. And a continuing series of acquisitions made the company bigger and stronger. Bob Tarnow took over for Jim McComb in 1971 and served as president, then chairman of the board, until 1996. And it was Bob Tarnow who first got the financial community seriously interested in Gould's stock. Vince Napolitano followed Bob Tarnow, becoming president in 1978. Vince had a way with people. Nothing happens in Seneca Falls without a ziti dinner, he used to say. He also won national recognition for management innovation, but died unexpectedly in 1984. Steve Ardia took the reins. The pattern of growth and acquisitions continued, and new ideas, like total quality, came to Gould's. Tom McDermott took over in 1994 and was the last of only 9 men to lead Gould's pumps. Compare this to 32 U.S. presidents in the same 150 years. McDermott headed the company in a new direction. In 1997, Goulds merged with ITT Industries, another strong pump company. It was a perfect match, virtually no duplication of product lines, and it made ITT Fluid Technologies the largest pump company in the world. Today, with ITT Industries, Goulds is moving forward faster and on more fronts than ever before in our history, making the pumps that support the infrastructure of the world, making the pumps that support our lifestyles and our lives, and looking forward to an even brighter future because we've learned to do it right.